Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Blue Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense is on the field for the first time today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have... a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this offense coming out slow, man, kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's King. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he's got a lot of confidence.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Davidson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Here comes Clemson with another first down. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Looking for space. It's Davidson. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Ball squirts out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A fair catch. And just inside the 40-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnover.
Breaks away on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
To tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. H. Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Back to pass on second down. Moving away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Buys a little extra time. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting it hasty. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at their 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined. job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds some room. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He might want another play. To throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 25. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage.
Breaks away in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Randall. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. Open space in the middle. Lots of running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
So after feeling like they were in all kinds of trouble, now they'll come to the line 1st down and plus territory. He's loose. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Touchdown, Duke! Fit it in the window for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They are up by 7 over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the ground game. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be?